Hello, everyone. Hi, Sharona. Good morning.
Good morning and hello to you, Tamar, as well as to everyone. And our best way to start the morning, to start the day, just a few minutes to practice sitting in some other part of the self. Because there is another part of the self beyond that part of me, which is colored by everything going on and reacts. And there's so much, too much, beyond that, like a secret garden inside. Go there and just enjoy your flower-filled self. The fragrance of your eternal, spiritual, divine self.
I always find it very empowering to feel how when we go into this state, my posture, my physical posture changes. It's
It's true.
amazing to notice these little subtle changes.
It's true. Subtle changes. What I notice is like a window opens in my brain. And I would not have noticed how stuffy my brain was getting. But then there's like this breeze. And imagine, Tamar, we didn't sit in any particular way, and we didn't give ourselves a mantra, and we didn't do anything with our breathing. We just gave ourselves some thoughts. And those thoughts were analogous to some very elevated truths, which belong to a larger picture of myself.
I
And
also,
then, yeah, sorry.
no, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Just to say that alone moved us into, you can call it a different part of the self, or you can call it a higher consciousness. Amazing.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, and then we tuned. It's like we're tuning to a higher vibration.
That's right.
It's interesting because I also feel I go like that because I feel like there's a wind. You're talking about a breeze. I feel like there's a wind coming in front of me whenever I step into that place.
That's
So
right.
it's amazing.
It's just amazing, this power of thought and how it can literally give us so much if we know how to work with it. And that's actually very connected to today's thought,
Okay.
which is have the courage to have determined thoughts. I'll repeat it. Have the courage to have determined thoughts.
Hmm.
What would you say is an example of a determined thought?
Feeling that breeze in my face, that wind. The first thing that I imagine is like walking when there's storm around. And those pictures when rain and the storm is going on and that person still keeps going, with his
Wow.
umbrella, with his coat, but he keeps going. And that's the picture I have in my mind.
That sounds pretty like hard going.
Well, when I work with the word determined and courage,
Yeah.
I imagine a path which is not easy.
That's right. You got the storm and the umbrella blowing this way, but you keep going forward, sure.
Yeah.
It's
Is there any way to
understandable.
make it easier?
Yeah, we have to,
Yeah,
because
we do.
I really do believe two things. First of all, truth should be very easy, number one. And number two, we're too tired for hard efforts. It needs to be easy, needs to bring a lot of refreshment. Like we were saying, get those windows open. But anyway, yes, this is so beautiful. The definition of determination, a spiritual definition, and it requires some experimentation with a larger picture of it all, a larger picture of myself. It'll flourish if you've got some understanding and you're ready to believe or change your mindset towards the one that we promote here all the time. So what is it? Determination is, as I was, so I will be again. That's determination. As I was, so I will be again. So it does require that you've experimented and proved to yourself that no matter how much the mind has become cluttered, like some attic where everything's getting stored and it's not been cleared out for decades, no matter how much there's stuff like ego or stubbornness and anger and resentment and rejecting, that's not how I've been made. I've been made with those beautiful energies which are just beyond that oftentimes crazed mind. That's who I am. And these are those times to come back to what I was. And I mean, you could see as a child, there was certainly a lot of innocence as children growing up. I mean, you remember how as a child, all you had to do was spin around and you felt so happy, you know? But if you're ready to accept the idea of reincarnation, we're talking about many, many, many lifetimes ago when life was a lot more simple and relationships mattered much more than anything else. In fact, we didn't have much to replace the power and importance of relationships like we do now. So
I feel you put in a lot of concepts here.
oh,
I have a lot of questions. And it's interesting you said back then the relationships were better. Can you explain about that, or?
yeah, well, you know, again, if we want to get into reincarnation, right?
We did get into it once you said as I was, so welcome. So we're there.
Comfortable with that concept. Say I'm 70 years old. Okay, I was born, I mean, I'm 73. So let's say somebody is, I don't know how to do the math so well, but okay, let's say it's 2025 and you are, say, 95 years old in 2025. It means you were born 75 years ago.
Yeah.
Now,
75 before the century, yeah.
right. Now, actually, we can take it differently. Let's say you're 25 years old. It means you were born 25 years ago in 2000.
Right.
Okay? It means that, again, if you're comfortable with reincarnation, it means that in your last life, let's say you died at a ripe old age of 70.
Okay.
So that means even one lifetime ago, you would have been born in 1930. 1930.
That
Right?
is, if the minute I die, I'm reborn again.
Right. This is taking that into
Okay.
consideration.
Okay.
Because what was life like in the 1930s? Did we have universities at every corner? Did we have an emphasis on a certification, diplomas, profession? Was there a fast track career concept? Did we change cars? Did we move house? No, typically we were in some place, mostly for the whole of our life. There was
Right.
community, and community was kind of like a framework for life. So just even one lifetime ago, see how different it was just one lifetime ago in terms of being together.
But it's interesting because you were talking about relation. Now, definitely if we take one lifetime ago, everything was more stable,
Right.
less changes and everything. Does that
Less
make
changes.
relationships better? It's interesting
Well, I mean, just let's take
because
this
in all
example.
kinds of aspects, we will say that our life today are better in a lot of terms. We do have problems with a lot of the fast and the speed that everything is going, but in a lot of terms, they're much better. Our health is better. Our
Yeah, but that's all
education is
physical.
better.
What is a successful life? It's happiness. It's peace, happy relationships, peaceful relationships. Now, there's so much pain involved in the word love. People are even afraid to say, I love you.
Mm.
That's what I'm talking about. The stability, the relationship with nature. You know, now you have to pack a car and go far to have a relationship with nature, even one lifetime ago. And the further back you go, the simpler it all gets. I mean, just what's happened to our life because of all the devices. But anyway, that's just an assumption. Let's just say that, I mean, if we're ready to buy into the fact that originally we're divine beings, children of the one above, then I am made in his image, and that is a very loving, very peaceful, very joyful energy. Something happened to that. You can say it happened in this lifetime or it happened slowly.
Yeah, that's easier for me to see.
But that's the point. As I was, so I will be again.
So what you're talking about, the determined thought, the courage to be in a determined thought is understand that we are born from something that is bigger than us, or we were created long time ago, not just now, from something bigger than us, something with very high vibration, creation, God, divine, anyone, anywhere, any way you grasp it, and we can become that again. That's your determined thought.
Exactly. I think it was, oh gosh, if I can do that quote, it was so beautiful. Something like, I don't remember, unfortunately. Something like how the whole, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it's this idea that originally we know all about happiness. We know all about a love which doesn't cause pain, which is why that's what we want. We know that anger is not good for us, and no matter how much we're consumed by anger now, we know that that's not who we are. We can do better. And as a human collectivity, these are those times, now that we've gone into one extreme, to really ask ourselves these questions. Who are we? Is it okay to have any kind of emotion? Is it okay to live life vibrating so low? I'm going to look up that quote because it's right in front of me.
And I wonder, so what do you, I'm thinking about the word courage. Why do we need to be courage, to have courage in order to have a determined thought? This determined thought. Why is this thought needs courage to live like that.
Right. Well, basically, I think it's not in front of me like I thought. Okay, so because it means you have to, I mean, if you buy into this at all, if you are open to a larger picture of it all, and especially the call of time.
I think many people in the spiritual path aim for that.
They are
aiming for that.
They are. I'm saying they're aware. There's a larger picture. There's an appreciation for vibration. All of that's there. So if one of our listeners is not that, maybe this program is less for you. But for those who are ready to buy into it, you're going to be different than other people because you're actually modeling another another way of working with life, working with difficult situations, working with difficult people, and working with your own self. And so that takes courage, courage based on faith, but faith based on understanding, not blind faith. We've always had faith. I mean, many of us, good people, would have had faith that it's important to be loving, to forgive, to be kind. But that faith, if there isn't some very solid understanding, for example, about the laws of karma, it won't hold up in front of the scenes that we're going to have now as we head towards the very, very edge of the extreme. Something has to be putting out there the opposite energy.
So I have to say something. We need to end in a minute, but I have to say that when I look at the word courage in this essence, I think it's like we need to find some new way because we're acting a different way than we were taught.
That's right.
We need to change. Now, it's not easy to do. When I feel the word courage, it's the courage to look for another way, to act a different way. And it does take my courage because to know that this way is not good and I have to find, it's like the pioneers, they were looking, they were searching and they were working hard, and it is hard if we're talking about that umbrella. It is hard right now because we need to invent. It's like inventing. It is coming back to our nature.
Yeah.
But we don't know how to manage a conflict in high vibration. We need to learn how to do that.
We're learning.
We are learning, we're doing it.
Right. Exactly.
But that's something that is new.
This
we need to courage to and when you try something new, you don't always succeed.
That's right.
And when you try something new, it's people will challenge you. So I think when I look at the word courage in this essence, that's what I see.
That's beautiful. You've said it beautifully. I would say we need to believe that there are other ways. We need to experiment and experience, and we need understanding, and we need good company.
Yeah.
Not to try to do it alone. Okay, so on that note,
Yeah,
we take a minute. Who am I? Will I be just what reflects back to me in the mirror? Am I just the body? No. I am emotions and feelings and intelligence. I'm spirit, the beautiful being, divine. And peace is my original quality.
And on that note, all I feel like saying is Amen or Om Shanti.
Very good.
Om
Me too.
Shanti.
All best wishes to everybody. Be well.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.